I just wanted to say I love you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I listen to you every single day. Every woman out there should listen to you.
All you young guys out there, listen to Tom. He's the master. He knows what he's talking about. I think you're a sexist pig, but my girlfriend loves you, so I listen to you.
Maybe you ought to ask her if you can have your balls back. Sounds to me like she's using them.
You constantly tear people down on the radio.
Yes, I do. And I made my way to #1 by doing that.
You shouldn't be #1.
Well, clearly what I do works. What am I going to do? Change it?
You better.
I don't have to. I'm #1.
If these guys want to keep their men, I mean, there's 3 simple steps, okay? Keep your weight down, keep your looks up, and don't be a friggin' bitch.
No, those are 3 very good tips.
Currently, I'm with my girlfriend, and I plan on marrying her after college, but I don't want to date other people right now. My mom's saying absolutely not, go out and date everyone, get experience, have sex, do drugs, and I don't exactly agree with that. What do you think on that?
I think your mom is a bright woman. Your mom has more balls than you do.
I'm a cop, and cops love Tom Leykis.
Oh, Tony, thank you, because we love cops around here.
There's a couple of things that keep me safe at night when I'm working, and one is God himself, and the other is Tom Leykis. They're both great. Now,
not necessarily in that order.
A lot of the people who sign up for the military are, 18, right out of high school.
Well, let's face it. How many people would actually go if they knew they might get killed?
You're right.
Anybody who's so stupid that they think that somebody's going to give them money for college for doing absolutely nothing, how stupid is that? That person shouldn't be going to college anyway. That's an idiot.
Yesterday she comes with my pad. She's like, I'm pregnant. It's like out of nowhere, and I'm like, you what?
Let me ask you a question, Roy. What kind of birth control did you use?
None.
You're a moron.
I messed up.
How long have you been a student here?
About 6 months.
6 months ago, you had to have heard me talk about using condoms, didn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you use one?
I'm a freaking moron. You're just pushing all the buttons, You yell and scream and rant, and you piss off.
Really? Well, I didn't ask for a review of our program or a critique of my style. I'll tell you what, when I'm looking for that, I'll call a consultant or a programming expert. But I'm certainly not going to take a 20-year-old caller from another country who's going to call in and tell me how to do my work.
All right, I'm a graduate student at UCLA.
Right.
You're the best course they take, though. I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
Is it very noble what you do?
Absolutely. I think being successful is an admirable quality in this society, yes.
What's your legacy going to be?
One of the most successful broadcasters of the 20th and 21st centuries.
It's amazing. There's a market for it, obviously, and that's
there is.
Commentary on
Not to mention all the broads I've tagged over the years. Do you know how many women I've entered over all these years? I mean, the number is staggering.
That said what?
Women who are so shallow, they say, are you really on the radio? And bing, bang, boom, their legs are open. Do you realize how many of those I've left in my wake?
You need to get some spiritual enlightenment.
Oh, dear, I've gotten enlightenment all right. There's nothing more spiritual than slugging a 19-year-old from behind.
Tom, you do not.
I've seen God.
From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show.
Amen. And now, here he is, Tom Leykis. Thank you for tuning in to the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No, I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Wrapping up our first week following Russ Martin live on Live 105.3 in Dallas. And so many of you have written in and called, and here we are with wide open telephones. It's actually been 1 week. Now that we've been on live. And certainly if you're in Dallas, you are given a special invitation to participate. Let everybody know that we're no longer being run on tape at 11 o'clock at night. You're hearing us live right now. Right now, as I'm speaking this sentence, you're hearing it live. Face it, I am not a tape. Wide open telephones. Anything goes here, anything all. We can talk about anything that's on your mind. It can be anything we discussed on here this week. Anything you think we should have discussed on the air this week, you can call up, yell, scream, complain, jump up and down. It's all fair game as long as you're absolutely fascinating. If you're not, we kick your ass the hell off the air. It's that simple. Just dial our toll-free telephone number. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Let's say hello here to Brian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom? I just started listening to your show probably about, last week or so.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, just hearing kind of your, a little bit of your history. I don't know the whole time Tom Leykis history, but it seems to me that you've gotten kind of a bad shake at life here. And
really? What makes you think that?
I don't know. I think I heard you had, 2, 3 marriages already?
4.
4. That's good stuff right there. But let me ask you this. How does it feel? I mean, you personally, from the advice that I've heard you give over the last, week, are ruining people's lives just because...
How am I ruining people's lives? Give me an example.
Let's see. You told one guy the other day to start lying to these girls just so he could start getting women.
Right. What's wrong with that?
This is something you probably had to do all your life, but yet you instead of...
it's something that works for anybody who tries it, really.
Yeah, but you're ruining people's lives just because it's what you've had to do.
How?
Just like marriage, you've tried.
How I want you to tell me how I'm ruining people's lives.
You're imposing your methods.
I can't impose anything. All I do is talk into a microphone. I cannot impose anything. The government can impose things. The police can impose things. I can merely speak. That's all I do.
You know as good as I do that these people that call you are just as lost as anybody else, and they're going to take...
Well, don't you think they're as smart as you are and would know how stupid I am?
You got to understand. You've all the advice. Are
you implying that you are smarter than the other callers, the other listeners?
Let me make my point.
You have no point. The fact is, your implication here is that you're smart and the other listeners are dumb.
See, now you're trying to spin this.
No, that's the fact. That's how you feel.
Because I really want.
Because I would assume the other callers, on average, are at least as smart as you are. And if they depend upon me for advice, maybe they know something you don't.
No, see, you're spinning it the wrong way. My point...
I'm spinning it the wrong way. And how are you spinning it?
How do you feel imposing or even giving the advice...
I cannot impose anything. I cannot impose anything. I cannot impose... Sir, you don't even know what the word impose means. As standing here at the radio station, I cannot impose anything.
Influence. Let's go with that.
Oh, influence. Well, people are asking me for advice, and I give it. People are asking me for advice, and I give it.
That's my whole question. You're giving poor advice because this is what you...
Well, that's your opinion. The people who call in like my advice. They thank me every day.
Yeah, some of them thank you, and in the long run...
How many people have called in and said your advice stinks, or I did what you said and it was wrong? I'm listening. Tell me.
You're telling me calling a pregnant woman to go sit in a hot tub so he could hopefully get an abortion by, heating up the embryo?
I didn't talk to the pregnant woman. I talked to the guy who impregnated her.
That's good advice?
I told him it was wrong, and he should definitely not get into the hot tub and give her alcohol while she's in there because it would be wrong. Didn't you hear what I said?
Yes, I heard what you said, but I know what you mean, and so does he.
Well, that's you're making a big leap of faith there, big assumption. I told him it would be wrong to take his pregnant girlfriend into the hot tub because it might induce a miscarriage. That would be wrong to do. And it'd be even worse to compound the problem by giving her alcohol at the same time. So don't do that. I told him.
You are a product of your environment. You've had a bad life, and you're...
Really? Are you a psychiatrist?
I've only...
What are your credentials?
5 days, and I can...
What are your credentials, sir?
This is 101.
What are your credentials?
You don't have to... I know you understand...
So in other words, you have no credentials. I notice you're ignoring my question. You have no credentials. You have no background in this, do you?
No, I do not.
Right. So who are you to talk?
So you're saying I'm way off?
You're clearly way off because I'm number 1 in Seattle, number 1 in L.A., number 1 now in Baltimore.
You can make a buck. You can be...
But I'm number 1 because what I say is true.
Influence and ruin people's lives.
I'm not ruining anybody's lives. I'm not ruining anybody's life. The guy whose girlfriend is pregnant, his life is going to be ruined.
But yet you told him to lie, cheat, and steal so he can get out of it rather than take responsibility and stick up...
He's taking responsibility. My God, I'm sure he'll pay the gas bill if he turns on the hot tub.
Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, he offered to pay for the abortion. He tried to be responsible.
These shows right here.
He tried to be responsible. He offered to pay for the abortion, and she wouldn't let him. So he's trying to take care of it another way.
You want to know why divorce rate's over 60%? These shows right here.
Well, I never told anybody to get divorced that you're referring to. I'm talking about people who are not married.
You want to know why the fall of society is like it is?
Oh, it's because of my show.
No.
So society was doing just fine until 10 years ago, and then when this show came on the air, we've caused the decline and fall of Western civilization.
You are not helping. How does that make you feel?
I see. Now, which church do you belong to, sir? Because clearly you're some kind of a Bible thumper or something.
I'm a religious nut.
Oh, yeah, you're a religious nut. No, there's no doubt about it.
Bring it. I'm not a religious nut.
Oh, yeah?
I'm a good guy that tries to live my life.
All right, then your parents are divorced, no doubt. Are your parents divorced?
No, they're not actually.
They're together. And you're not religious?
I've been married for 5 years.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so you got married at 21. How many kids?
1.
There we go. Okay, so I see where you're coming from.
So I waited till 26 to have a kid. That was wrong?
Yeah, you should have waited till 26 to get married.
I have a great marriage.
Says you.
Just because you had 4 failed marriages doesn't mean my marriage isn't good. It doesn't mean other people...
Yeah, you're an anonymous person. You can call up and say anything you want. We have no idea if you have a good marriage.
All right, well, I don't think I would call up just to start telling lies.
Oh, yeah, you might very well do that just to make your point.
My point is, and not for your ratings, think about this to yourself when you go home at night.
Everything we do here is for my ratings, including picking up your call.
Right. So how are you influencing society? You're ruining it. You're not helping it.
How am I ruining society?
You're telling people to like...
It's a radio show. It's a radio show. We're not a death squad. We're not out there killing people or imprisoning anybody against their will. It's a goddamn radio show.
You just premised this whole spot with about 30 different comments, and these guys are saying, Leykis, you're God, you're the stud.
Right. Why do you think they're saying that? Why do you think they're saying that?
They're taking it like it's the Bible. They're taking it...
And it's working for them. It's working for them. And it's funny how you brought up the Bible. You obviously are concerned that people will see my Bible and like it better than the other Bible.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to follow.
Mine is a lot easier to follow and makes a lot more sense. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
I can just do whatever I want when I want.
There you go. So you do. You are a Bible thumper, and now the truth is coming out.
No.
Pal, I can smell a Bible thumper a mile away. Huh?
I do believe in the Bible, yes, but I'm not a typical Bible thumper.
No, not you. No, but I could tell the second you got on the phone that you were one of those.
Of course, just because I just...
Good whiff. Oh, no, plenty of people don't agree with me and they're not Bible thumpers, but you're a Bible thumper and you have that sound.
Okay, regardless of what I am, you still have to go home and ask yourself that question.
Oh, you know what I do? Here's what I do. After I come home with a 5-figure weekly paycheck that I take home and deposit, I walk into my 4-story Hollywood Hills home.
You're not even getting...
And I step out onto the balcony with my view of downtown Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium, Staples Center, the Coliseum. I take a bottle of fine, late 80s or early 90s Cabernet out of my wine cellar, pour it into a Riedel stemware glass, put some jazz on the speakers out there, get into my hot tub, and I sit and think how I'm causing the decline and fall of Western civilization. That's what I do every night. That's after I drive home in my Lexus, my $71,000 Lexus.
That doesn't impress me.
I'm not impressing you. I'm telling you, that's how bad my life is. As I'm sitting there feeling sorry about all the terrible things I've done.
Yeah, you think you're doing this for a buck, which you are. I understand
I'm not
you got to make money.
No. A buck would not nearly be enough. Millions of bucks.
You're doing this for your 5 figures. And
no, 5 figures a week.
5 figures
Don't get that wrong. A week.
Okay, so you're a millionaire. Yeah, great.
A couple of times over.
All right, you're doing this for $10 million, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
How much you're worth.
Right.
And you for some reason, you must think that this doesn't influence people's lives. You just think it's just for radio.
Oh, I hope it does influence people's lives. I hope they do what I say. I hope they drink the Kool-Aid, and I hope they drink the Kool-Aid, all of them.
You
like
want
lemmings. I hope they
people to make them worse. That's what you're saying. I don't care. I'll sell my life out for $10 million so I can make thousands of people's lives worse.
I'll tell you what. I'll pay you $1,000 to have sex with your wife tonight. I'll give you cash.
I'm already going to.
You are? Oh, it's okay. I'll pay you $2,000.
Okay, send the check.
No, I'm going to bring you cash, but then you have to turn her over to me.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
What's your point? Are you just trying to get out of this now?
No, I'm not trying to get out of anything. I just want to, I want to show you how much influence I have, okay? Just listen to this, all right? This is God speaking. Everybody who is currently on a freeway, turn left now. Now, let's check the accident figures to see.
So that's what, bringing it back to my same point. You're trying to spin it like you don't have any influence. You do.
No. I said to you, I hope I am influencing people. I absolutely do.
To make them worse, to not tell.
No,
to stand up for what they've done.
That's where we disagree. I definitely hope to influence people, but I'm not making their lives worse. I'm making it better.
Okay.
By getting them to dump that bitch, by getting them to throw the Hail Mary and get these chicks to have abortions, I'm improving their lives.
So you're making society better by making a bunch of liars.
Oh, no, they're already a bunch of liars out there. How do you think anybody ever gets laid?
Because that's your whatever Leykis 101 rules. Tell them you're a pilot when you're really
right.
turning wrenches.
Any woman who has sex with you because she thinks you're a pilot gets what she deserves.
The guy that called you the other day was some normal Joe. I could hear it in his voice, and you're telling that you're painting this guy. All he wanted to do is find a woman, yet you just turn him into this.
He wants to get laid,
player.
And I told him how to do it. And he thanked me.
Why couldn't you say, hey, man, why don't you be yourself?
Why don't I tell you, go to a church basement, have some coffee cake, and meet a nice girl. No, he wants to get laid. That's what he wants.
He doesn't have to be some square. He just has to be himself.
Oh, yes.
You have to turn these guys into
Well, he's
liars.
been himself, and it hasn't worked. So now when he becomes a pilot and he goes up to a chick at a bar in Dallas, he's going to get some.
Right. He'll probably get some chick pregnant because he didn't follow your Leykis 101 rules.
Now, hopefully she won't know his name because he met her at an
he'll call you back
bar.
and you'll tell him he's stupid.
I'll tell him to throw the Hail Mary then. Then I'll tell him how to do that. I'll tell him about the hot tub and the alcohol.
See? Yeah.
I have an answer for everything. Don't even try.
Yeah. The guy said good luck in the ring. I don't think I needed it because I've made my point.
Now, you haven't made any point here. Dom, what do you want to say to Brian?
Man, Brian's a friggin' idiot. You know, this guy, he claims about how he's, got problems with you. Then why is he listening? First of all, I've been doing the Tom Leykis rules for 20 years. Long even before it was going on. Hey, Brian, get a life. You know what? If Tom Leykis is so bad, why are you listening? Why are you talking on the air?
Let me answer that. I've listened for about a week now, and every day
because he's a Bible thumper and believes in proselytizing.
Why?
Why
are you listening?
I tried to call every week to talk to you. That's the only reason I listen. After I hang up after this, not that it'll affect your ratings, but I'm not going to be listening
Good
anymore.
riddance to bad rubbish.
1-800-5800-TOM.
You're such an orgy pimp. I love your style. What you teach is like how I live. That's my lifestyle. Thank God.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Leykis on Hot Talk 1080 KOTK.
That was our telephone number. Wide open telephones on the Tom Leykis Show. Anything goes, anything at all. Welcome, Dallas. Call me now.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Just a piece of advice for calling in the Tom Leykis Show. I'm going to let you in a little secret. The first thing you need to know is call in on the topic.
I know, but it takes 2 days to
Can't help you out.
on the topic.
That's
what
great.
I'm saying.
That's great. It's like looking at a paper 2 days old. It's irrelevant now.
So if I can call in and talk to you,
Friday is Open Phone Friday.
stay good.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Anything goes, anything at all. Go for it. Crystal on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Crystal.
I just wanted to call and let you know, you and I spoke a year and a half ago when you were leaving Dallas and going to tape, and I am so happy you're back. Thank God these men will definitely get to hear you and know what the hell they should be doing, so we don't have to figure out how to get rid of them.
That's the idea. All the women complain that there are no real men anymore. And the reason is because a lot of these men have been raised by single mothers who cut their nuts off and make them act like little pussies.
Oh, yes, and it is very true here in Dallas. So I just wanted to thank you for being back in the Metroplex.
Crystal, I'm so happy you've given us all this support. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. You have a good night.
All right, you too. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Margarita, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
Okay, how are you?
Good. I'm doing terrific because I got you on the radio. I picked up my kids. I'm on my way home to have dinner with my husband, and I just wanted to let you know that the guy who was on earlier, he's such a freaking moron. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about, trying to criticize you for giving advice to people. What was that all about? I just wanted to tell him that he needs to really read between the lines and figure out what you're trying to do. That's why it's called Leykis 101. Listen if you want to. Don't turn it off. Don't call any complaints. I hate when people do that to you. I really do. You're the best. I got my son in the car. He listens to you. That's the first thing he says when we get in the car.
The guys call in and they tell me how the advice works or doesn't work. And you know how it is. 99% of these guys are thanking me for what I've done.
Hey, I'm married, and I totally enjoy listening to you. I have people who, give me a call, and then we're talking, and they try to tell me, oh, you know what, I'm trying to get this guy, or this guy tells me I got this girl pregnant, and it's like, you know what, why don't you do this? And I tell them, you got to listen to you. Perfect example, my sister was dating this one moron, and she wanted to marry him, and I told her, no, you know what you need to do? Listen to Tom. Listen to Tom. She dumped him, found somebody better, now she's going to marry this guy.
That's right.
28, so that's a good age.
That's very good. 28 is a great age for a woman to get married.
Yes.
It's late enough that she knows what she's doing and early enough that she has cashed in her chips on time.
She was 20 years old, and I told her, you're crazy. You need to do the same thing that I did. Get your degree, go to school, finish, do everything you got to do, get it out of the way. Once you do that, you will eventually find somebody because she's not a bad-looking girl. But she has a lot of personality, too. So I told her, give yourself a minute. Don't settle for whatever. Don't settle for less. I did not. I chose to take the educational route. I did. Got my degree, and I have a fabulous life. I have no complaints.
I'm proud of you.
But you better stay on the radio because I'm going to be very disappointed if you ever go anywhere.
Well, this is our 7th year in Los Angeles on this station.
Okay.
It's our 10th year on the network. My 10th anniversary with Westwood One is coming up on the 1st of April.
That's awesome.
And
I'll be there when you hit 20, Tom.
All right, Margarita. Very good.
Right. Thank you. Take me up. Blow me up, Tom.
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. Oh, Mike making another call there. Will on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. Will?
Hey, yes, Tom. How's it going?
Okay.
So, Tom, what I wanted to talk to you about is this king of Nigeria or whatever, like, you're like the dad, for me, so I'm trying to look out for you here, man. I don't want you... But, like, you got to be careful about this stuff. Like, how do you know for sure this guy is, like, the king of, like, Nigeria?
I got the letter I got sounded awfully official.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so nowadays with like really, really high tech computers, it's really easy to like fake this kind of documentation. Like, do you have like any friends like in politics or anything that can verify that like that this guy is the real deal or what?
I don't know. I guess I could talk to somebody, but I mean, if they want to put $172 million in my bank account, I mean, who am I to question that?
Yeah, but why in the heck do they want to do that for? Did they give you a reason?
They said that they needed someone they could trust and that my name was recommended to them.
Really? So like you're going to be kind of like an offshore like bank account for them or something?
Just briefly. They just have to deposit the money briefly, and then the money will be then withdrawn, and then I'll be given my piece of the action.
I see. Okay. So
send it right in the letter.
Like interest or something like that in a way.
Yeah, or the commission or a finder's fee or something.
Are you going to take like some sort of bodyguard with you or something, or like what's up?
No. I'm going to go right to the airport and get right on the plane.
It's not like
I'm flying right over there.
I don't know a lot about Nigeria or anything. Is it really, like, uncivilized still there or anything? Or, like, I mean...
I really don't know. I'll probably get one of those, like, photos or one of those access guidebooks before I go.
Yeah, just be careful, because, like, I would hate to,
While I'm there, I want to try some of the restaurants, do a little sightseeing.
And, I'm all for, like, get as much money as you possibly can in life, because you only live once. It's like, why not get the most money you possibly can? But, man, you make, like, 7 figures. Like, why even take the risk? I mean, I'm sure by now you have over $1 billion.
Wow, what I have dwarfs in comparison to $172 million.
Oh, really? Well, okay. Yeah, that's
I have the letter right here. It's right here from Mrs. Miriam Abacha. I have it right here.
Yeah.
That all looks kosher to me.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done it like the other guy called in talking about some sort of Google search or something like that, check it out and everything, but I don't know, these kind of things, they can be kind of scandalous, you know, so, you know, I just want you to, trying to look out for one of my dads here.
I appreciate that, Will, and I thank you for the call.
Tom Leykis.
Woof.
Tom Leykis.
Woof.
800. 500. Tom. The Tom Leykis Show.
Show 1-800-5800-TOM. Wide open telephone. Caesar in Dallas. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to Dallas.
Thank you, Caesar.
Tom, I have a question for you. I got these 3 chicks that I picked up couple months ago. Now, we all hang out at the same club. I met them all at the same club at different nights.
Right.
Now, they all 3 want to go out with me tonight. According to your rules, what would you do?
Well, first of all, you don't go out with any of them on a Friday unless you know you're getting laid. Are you getting laid with any of these?
For sure. I know one for sure.
That's the one you go out with tonight.
Alrighty. What about the other 2? They're going to be in the same club anyway.
That's fine. You tell them that you have a date tonight, but that you can see them on Sunday, Monday.
Now, will it be cool if I just stop by, give my kids a hug, little, hi, how you doing?
Yeah, I think it's always good to appear to be in demand.
Alrighty.
And never, ever let any woman think she's the only one.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. Marissa on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, Tom. I'm just calling to let you know about that letter you keep getting from Nigeria or something.
Yes, the president of Nigeria.
Yeah, I got one, and about like.
You also heard from the president of Nigeria?
Yeah, no, but this was like a king or something, and I was like, oh my
king
God,
of Nigeria,
you know.
Wow.
So I thought I was somebody special, because it said I was chosen out of all these people, and so I responded to them and told them, okay, why'd you choose me? And they gave me this big old long letter, so I kind of got suspicious and didn't respond or anything for a while. And after not responding, they sent me so many, and from different so-called presidents from Nigeria and, different parts of Africa. And I was like, okay, this has to be a scam because it just filled up my mailbox. And I was like, oh, my God. So,
yeah, but you never actually went to find out.
Oh, I didn't.
You don't know for sure it was a scam.
But
what if it wasn't a scam?
If it wasn't a scam, well, I guess I messed out. But it seems really suspicious because if you respond and let them know, they keep sending you different ones from different people. So I just want to give you a heads up, but be careful,
All right, Marissa.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Nick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. Yeah, that's exactly almost what happened to me with that girl. I actually sent them some money to send me a plane ticket, and I went, and I was supposed to go to Nigeria, and they said that the money would be in my bank account before I went. And I checked my bank account. They're supposed to send me $172 million, and they only put $90 million in my bank account.
Only $90 million?
That's it.
What? That is a scam.
They told me it was going to be $178 million. The king of Nigeria only sent me 90. So I would make sure you got it in writing.
Was that like a 50% down payment or something? What was that?
I don't know. It was only, I expected the whole, I bought a new, I bought the Angel Stadium, I bought a bunch of different things, and I couldn't buy it all. I had to return some of it.
Jeez.
It's a scam, Tom.
All right, Nick, I'm going to keep my eyes open.
Thanks.
Thanks for the call.
Tom Leykis.
Come on.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Being a man, having an orgasm is like taking a whiz. And for women, I think having a kid is like taking a dump. Okay, now let's just face facts. This is basic human desire, need, feelings, biology, all that.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis.
Yeah, it's the Tom Leykis Show on 1-800-5800-TOM. Now live in Dallas, following West Martin. Dallas now. Rick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Okay, Rick.
Hey, Tom. Yesterday you had a topic about being miserable and losing sleep at night.
Over your marriage.
From my marriage. I've been married for almost 25 years, Tom. I wish I had you as a big brother because I'm 44. I make $250,000 a year. I've known my wife for freaking close to 28 years. So high school sweethearts, virgin. I tell you, boys out there, listen to him. I tell my sons, do not get married, do not have a girlfriend. Everything you've been talking about, I've been listening for 2 years now. And my God, you are 100% right.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry that you had to learn it the hard way, Rick, but thank you.
Hey, Tom, you know, the things you talk about, I listen to you religiously going home every single day. And one of the things that I find fascinating is that every topic you've talked about is 100% true, and it's given me a different perspective on what's going on out there in the real world. So every chance I get, I talk to my sons, I talk to friends, I let them know what you're talking about. I tell them, listen to Tom, listen to what's going on out there, because it's real. You know, they lie, they do things. I got trapped. I've done very well, successfully. I believe my wife is extremely beautiful. She looks like she's about 25 still, and at the same time, sex is almost non-existent. And so if I'm lucky, it's 3 times a month.
Wow. Well, Rick, thank you for that. I really appreciate the call, and good luck to your boys as well. Becky, on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm the one-legged girl. I called you once before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you've ever dated a handicapped person.
I never have.
Would you or would you not?
I've talked about this on the air, and odds are I would not.
Why?
Because it creeps me out, and I'm just being honest.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, that is honest.
You know, most people will lie to you and go, no, of course, but I'm being honest, it creeps me out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is people that it creeps them out. And I'm obvious. I mean, I don't wear a prosthetic most of the time, so they know right away.
Yeah.
So they don't come up to me unless they're interested.
They must be interested if they come up to you.
But there's lots of good positions when you're missing the leg.
Are there?
Well, it's easy access. Think about it.
Well, you are a true spinner.
Yeah. And you're standing on one leg, and you don't have that other one in the way. So just think about it. It's easy.
I was watching Jay Leno the other night. He was doing headlines, and he had a story about a one-legged guy who jumped out a window and broke his good leg.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, I tore it.
What do you do? What do you do then?
You bob.
Yeah, can't do any limping.
You lay on the front porch and get called Russell.
Somebody ties a rope around you and drags you around.
You hang on the wall and they call you Art.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Anybody ever call you Peg or Eileen?
All the time.
Yeah, Eileen. Yeah.
One-legger or...
Stumpy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Lefty.
Now, do you have a stump or is it completely gone?
Yeah, I have a stump.
You do?
And I have a prosthetic, but I just can't wear it right now. I'm an above knee, so my knee is gone and my ankle. You know, both those joints are gone.
Really? So do you have a thigh left there?
What?
You have a thigh left?
Yeah, I got part of a thigh, but it's pretty ugly. I had the flesh-eating bacteria, so it was really hacked up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad looking.
Wow.
I used to be a gymnast. I used to have a really nice.
And it looks bad too?
It does look bad.
But you refuse to cover it up.
Well, I mean,
so you must be with some real freaks.
What?
You must be with some real freaks.
No.
Come on.
Not even.
Come on, if it looks that bad and a guy can get aroused looking at that, come on. The guy's got to be a freak.
It looks good in the front, and I'll tell you what, when he gets right down to it, they don't really care. It's not in the way where they're at.
Do you leave the lights on when you have sex?
Sometimes.
Do you?
Yep.
And they have to look at it?
Well,
I'm telling you, there are guys get turned on by that. I'm telling you.
Turned off? I know.
Turned on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, these are the freaks who place those personal ads in The Stranger. You know what I'm saying?
I have good breath, so that's what they're usually looking at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I was just curious about that.
No, I've never been with someone with one leg or missing any limbs.
Yeah.
Everyone I've been with has had limbs intact. Now, I've been with women with hairy nipples.
Ew.
But I didn't find out till it was too late.
Ugh.
Now that, it's like built-in dental floss.
Oh, that's it. Ooh, a hairy pit. Forget it.
Yeah.
That extra hair, just get rid of it.
Ugh.
That's nasty. Yeah, no. So yeah, it was different. I was normal for a long time, and then I got divorced and I had to date again without.
So do you like go to personal ads and look for guys who are looking for Crips? What do you do?
No, I just went to bars and did all the normal stuff.
And you were wearing the prosthetic device to the bar, though, right? You were not just limping around.
No, I play golf. I met a couple on the golf course. I even beat one guy.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of stance do you have out there on the golf course?
What kind of stance? I just stand on one leg and hit.
Really?
Yep.
All right, very good.
Yep.
All right, Becky, it's been very enlightening. Thank you for the call. Our email address is my name. It's tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis, only on